This brand new map in BTA 6 called Last Resort is plain evil, and I've actually beaten this map once so far, but I didn't get the black border. I only got the gold border. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna try and get the black border for it. I'm gonna walk you guys through all the strategies that I previously have attempted. Some of them worked, some of them didn't, and then I want to walk you guys through how this map works in general, because it's really important in just being able to navigate the map. So this is actually a very interesting map, but at the same time it's just super evil the way it was designed. The path that these balloons take changes every single round, and then this entire cycle repeats every 4 rounds. So for example, starting from round 1, the balloons are gonna take the first loop over here, or just around the first pole, and then they're gonna, oh my god, I barely sniped that. I was showing with the pole and where the balloons are going, and we barely got that one. That was really nice. You know what, let me actually just kind of speed it up. Let me get the spy factory first, and then I'm gonna explain to you guys how it works. So it should be after this round is done, we're gonna have some yellow, so let's actually be a little bit faster with this thing. Let's have the spy factory like this. There we go. This is the best spot for it, by the way. Alright, so jumping in, this is post recording of the video, and I'm just noticing that my explanation was not exactly correct, so this is gonna be the correct explanation of how the rounds work on this map. So rounds 1, 5, 9, 13, etc. So every 4 rounds, the balloons are gonna take the outermost track. Rounds 2, 6, 10, 14, and so on, they're gonna take the second track, so they're kind of, you know, moving closer and closer. Rounds 3, 7, 11, 15, and so on, they're gonna take the first loop, so around the pole, and then finally rounds like 4, 8, 12, 16, they're just gonna go out in a straight line. But talking about this map and how it works, that's actually not all, because something that I've noticed, and I actually have not confirmed this, but it looks to me like whenever these balloons take an alternate path, which is just not the straight path, they're actually moving a little bit faster. So look at these guys, these are a little bit, you know, especially this blue balloon, it's a little bit faster than it should be, right? Yeah, look at this thing, look at these guys just speeding through. Look at these green balloons at the bottom. That's not the green, it moves like a yellow balloon or something like that. That's so insane. Yup, it's just such an evil map, this one. Let me just get the 022 spike factory. By the way, I just want to secure the exit, because I guess this is the spot which covers every single track, right, regardless of where the balloons are going. So just having a spike factory is going to be one of the best towers in this one. Yes, look at this thing. Once you get the long life spikes, I'm also going to get the berserker brew. I think we're keeping this thing as a 320 actually, just for now. And this combo of the 320 alchemist with the 023 spike, the long life spikes, this is a really good one. Yeah, look at these guys. So channel 35, not even a single issue with these guys, but I want to remove this thing, because this little water spot is going to get revealed over here. This is going to be probably one of the most important things in this entire run. So the tower that I'm using is, or at least one of the towers, is going to be the carrier flagship. Oh, look at this thing. Look at 36. He's just going straight out. I think I'm actually going to use Sola's level 3 ability on these guys just to save a little bit of spikes. I'm not sure if it's necessary, but I'm just going to do it anyway. So let me just have the boat like this, and this is going to become a 520 carrier flagship actually. So round 39, and we are about to get the money for the destroyer, which is right on time. So let me just buy this guy. This guy's going to add a lot of damage versus the mob. Are we even going to be able to buy the hot shots? Oh yeah, we are. There we go. Let's just buy it, because why not? And then I'm not exactly sure if you want to use Sola's level 3 ability now, or you want to snipe the ceramics. I think I'm going to try and snipe the ceramics, which is super risky, but I'm going to try and do it. Oh my god, that was perfect. That was so good actually. Okay, that's super risky. I think the way that you want to do it, if you want to do it safely, you just use the ability on the Moab, and then it just pops on the spikes and with the destroyer. But yeah, so you don't have to worry about camo detection, at least not yet, because these spikes plus Soda, they are going to cover everything in like these 40s, I feel like. And so the next thing we're going to be going for is the aircraft carrier, but our goal is the carrier flagship, because the carrier flagship is going to give us this platform, and on the platform we're going to have, well, a tower that the tower just got a paragon, so you guys might know which one it is. You know what's just so annoying about this map? It's the fact that they have this water spot in such a specific, such a precarious spot that you cannot outbuff it. I mean, you can, but you need to have the alchemist like this, and then the alchemist doesn't reach, so the alchemist needs to have a village in order for it to reach the buccaneer, in order for it to buff it, which is just, I mean, it's just so annoying. You can't approach it from here, you can't approach it from the bottom, like you cannot have any towers like this where this pole is. Like, they really thought of everything on this map, and that's what makes it so annoying. And I guess this is a true advanced map, by the way, because if you compare this thing to like Ancient Portal, come on, this is miles ahead of Ancient Portal. But let me get the aircraft carrier, by the way. So yeah, 420, a huge damage improvement right now. Okay, so the only thing that we have to do in these 50s is just save enough money for the carrier flagship, and just pay attention to where these rounds are gonna go. So for example, 52 was a straight line, so the next straight line round is gonna be 56, and then 60, the BFB. But by that time, I expect to have the carrier flagship. Alright, so 54 is taking this one, the second path, and then 55 should be around the first one, right? Am I correct about that thing? Yes, there we go. So 55 is gonna be the first one. Alright, so 57 should be taking the entire way. I think it should be going up all the way to the bottom. Yes, there we go. Look at how fast these balloons are, by the way, in the bottom track. Yeah, definitely, they're getting some sort of a speed boost, right? I'm not seeing things. You know what? I also think they might be getting a speed boost on the top track as well, as long as the balloons are not going out in the straight line. I don't know, man. I like this map. And it's gonna be 58, so 58 is about to end. 59, we're gonna have some of these lead balloons, so I'm actually gonna target the foam here on the left side, so we pop the leads a little bit earlier, and then maybe if the foam appearance is not gonna be enough. Okay, so I guess Sada is gonna pick some of these guys up. We do have the level 10 ability if necessary. I don't think I want to use it. I'm gonna use the level 3 actually. Let's just save a little bit of these road spikes, and then we have the money for carrier flagship right on time for the BFB around 60. So we are actually gonna need this extra damage by a lot. And look at this thing. So it's really important because all the best spots on this map are taken, right? So what you're supposed to be doing, I guess, and what I'm gonna be doing is I'm just gonna be putting a tack over here. So yeah, this is like the perfect spot for a tag zone. But one of the things that you guys might have noticed, let me show you guys, is that I can have this tag be in the range of the alchemist or not. You can see the little alch buff icon at the bottom below the cursor, right? And so this is really important because if I have it like this, the alchemist is gonna be overworked. But if I have it a little bit more towards the left side and the alchemist cannot buff it, then the alch should be fine for only those two towers. So I'm actually gonna have it like this, and I'm gonna give this thing a private alchemist, which is gonna go like this. Okay, so let's actually just buy the tag. We're gonna have around 63 in a second, and this is gonna be a very important one because we do need to use a couple of abilities. So for 63, here's what I came up as a solution that works. I mean, obviously the carrier flagship does a lot of damage, but it's a little bit unreliable with these small planes. So the way that I'm beating this round is gonna be like this. So first wave, we're gonna use the level 3 ability onto these ceramics. I've saw the set on strong, so just use it like this, and bam, that wasn't even close. Oh my god, it's so good. Let's buy the overdrive, by the way. We're gonna send in the second wave, and then for the second wave, we're gonna use the level 10 ability. So right about now, go like this. I think 63 only takes the first loop, by the way, so it's actually kind of a short track that it goes on to. And then for the third wave, again, we're gonna use the level 3 ability, which just came off cooldown. So as soon as these ceramics appear, just go through a couple of them, and bam, there it is. Alright, so we're getting close, around 75, and about to get 21,000, which is the price of the tag zone. So this is an important round. As usual, I just want to watch and just pay attention to rounds like this one. But once we get the tag zone, things are gonna become a little bit easier. Even though it's not like the spot for the tag zone, it still is gonna do a lot of damage before the game ends. So there we go. I actually opted, by the way, for the tag zone placement onto this platform and not the bottom one, because this bottom one is on a corner, right? And so you might think it's a better spot, but if you have an alchemist like this, then on the top platform, then it's gonna be buffing all the other. Oh my god, that was, I think I saved that one barely. Holy man, this is the second time I almost threw the entire run by just talking. But yeah, if you have the alchemist like this, then it's gonna buff the other towers that you want to have up top. So yeah, I feel like if you have the alch like this, it's just gonna be like a private alchemist for this stack, which I'm just gonna buy right now because this thing needs a little bit of extra help. All right, so another reason why this map is just super like diabolical is the fact that if you have a village like this, like here up top, let me just even find the spot for the village if I can. Yeah, there we go. So if you have a village like this, and if you upgrade the bigger radius, this village is not going to be able to buff the Buccaneer. Like, look at what's going to be happening right now. So I can, well, actually, before I buy the upgrades, I'm going to get a discount village, and then I'm going to get a second village. And now, hopefully, both of these guys, because they can buff each other's range, hopefully both of them are going to be reaching the Buccaneer. So let's go like this, and let's get the bigger radius. So now this one is in range, but the other one, oh, I'm not sure if the other one is, though. Oh my god, this map, I'm actually going to lose it. Okay, so look at what's happening. We have two villages up top, right? And so I bought the discount on both of them because I wanted to be like cheeky. I wanted to save a little bit of cash, which is completely fine. We usually do this thing, but here's the thing. This village on the left side actually reaches the Buccaneer, and it gives it a little bit of extra attack speed. Obviously, it reaches attack, but this one on the right doesn't. So if I just do this, which I'm going to buy, by the way, because we need camo detection, the village doesn't reach, even though it has another village buffing its range. That is insane. They thought of everything. They even thought of the distance between the village and the track, and the location of this little water space that they give you. This is such an evil map. I can't, man. I don't know, guys. This is like some next level evil stuff going on with this now. They thought of everything, but let's just actually work towards our permaspike, which is going to be the last tier 5 that we're going to be buying. We also need to get a lot of support towers as well after that, but first get the permaspike. And actually, you know what, the tag zone, even though it's like not in the best spot, it's still doing a lot of work. I even called it the primary training. It's only going to be +1 pierce, but that +1 pierce obviously goes a long way. And then the next one is going to be round 90. Now round 90 is not a straight line round. Actually, it's 92 that's a straight line round. And I'm actually pretty sure that if I just get like the oversized nails on this one, just to get the foam a little bit extra pierce, this should be enough to decamo the DDTs, and then the carrier flagship does a little bit of damage to them. I'm gonna use Solace abilities just to make sure. Yeah, there we go. All right, hopefully for 93 you have the permaspike ready to go, and I think that we're gonna need the permaspike actually for 92, because 92 is a straight line round. Yeah, there we go, right on time. Okay, everything seems to be working out so far except these villages. just applaud. This is so annoying. Alright, so this is a straight line round, so we have to be careful about this one. This is round 92, and then 96 is going to be a straight line round as well. So let's go like this. Let me actually try and fit a glue, which is going to be a 0 to 4. I guess we're just going to go for something like the Relentless, right? Let's just go like, oh, we don't have the money for the mob glue right now. There's some UMGs. Let's be careful with this one. So we do have the perma spike, but it hasn't exactly, you know, produced that many spikes. So I'm just going to be ready with the level 10 ability from Sada. Now let's just kind of watch what's happening. I think we have it though. It's only one UMG left, and yes, there we go. That's very good. Okay, so let's get the mob glue now. Let's get the glue splatter. I know that I have this guy on first. I should probably keep it on strong, and then once we buy the Relentless, we're going to switch back to first. But yeah, hopefully this, I guess it's on the NG foam, guys, to reveal these deities. All of them got revealed, which is really nice, so the flagship can actually do some damage to them. I'm going to wipe them with the level 10 Sada ability, by the way. There we go. That is absolutely amazing. So 94 does not actually go straight out. It makes the turn. Let me just buy the Relentless glue. It takes the second turn, so that's going to be a lot of time for towers to do damage, especially the tag zone, because they're going to have 2 rounds of pounding, I guess, when they come around as well. So that's very nice for the tag zone, but yeah, I think 94 is not going to be an issue. And then I think 95 is actually going to be an interesting one, because 95 actually takes the, I think it takes the outermost road. So reveal from the cleansing foam for the carrier flagship. And then what else can we do? I mean, maybe if I can get something like a spike factory, because the end setup does include the spike factory anyways. But if I can get this spike, I have it over here, but the problem is it's gonna get buffed by the alchemist, and I don't want that. All right, let's just actually play like this. Let's see how it goes. Oh no, 95, look at where it goes. It takes the first loop. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. All right, so this is all on the perma spike, guys, and hopefully the other towers, hopefully the NG's cleansing foam goes to work. I'm gonna use the level 10 ability just to do a little bit of extra damage. She does 2 swipes now, thanks to some recent buffs. Yes, there we go. 95 is taken down. All right, that was amazing. Okay, so 96 does 2 loops, actually 2 loops around it. So here's what I want to do. We can save a little bit of cash if I have the spike like this, but also it's gonna take up the buff. So I'm actually gonna pass up on the opportunity to save some cash, because I do want to keep this tag zone buffed as much as possible. And eventually these spike storms are gonna be used in dealing with the bad around 100, because their damage is not that big. I'm not even sure if you need it, but I'm just buying it because I want to be safe. Just use Solace level 3 ability, just do a little bit of damage, because why not? I'm gonna get the spike storm as well right now because it's UMG. So I think that we're actually dealing with these guys pretty well. We do have a level 3 Sauna ability, so I'm actually gonna use it, and I think that's pretty much it about 96. Yeah, there we go. Okay, 97, pretty chill round, and then 98 is gonna be a round that actually takes the second loop, and that's really important, because 98 is like one of the most difficult rounds, if not the most difficult round in the entire Chimps run. So it is really important that this thing actually, and then we actually have a lot of time to deal with it, right? So I'm gonna start with Stardust level 3 ability. I'm paying attention to the cash, because we do need to buy the second spike storm as well, which is gonna be used for round 100 in the bad. And let's just see how we're gonna do. So the idea on this one is actually not to leak a lot of balloons into the perma spike, because we need to save it for the upcoming rounds, especially because we kind of fumbled the village and the cavalry detection thing. So we're gonna need a couple of spikes for the 45 deities to actually bump into them. But yeah, I think I'm gonna use Sada's level 10 ability actually to just wipe as many of these guys as possible. When she's done, do we need to use the level 3? Nope, that's about it. I think we saved a decent amount of spikes. There we go. Let me buy the spike storm, by the way. And now this is a super important round, so we're gonna need the cleansing foam to decamo these guys, so that I guess the glue can see them, and at the same time the carrier flagship can see them, and it seems like the perma spikes held barely, and it's just the last stretch, guys. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna do this. I'm gonna buy an Embrittlement Ice, actually, which is just +1 damage, but if you use the spikes, it actually adds up a lot, and we might even get the pop on it like right now, which is gonna be really important. Level 3 ability coming out in a second. Use the ability, and I think that we pretty much have this thing, guys. I'm gonna use the level 10 Solid ability. Bam, there it is. All right, that's amazing. So we finally got it. I think we have the Black Warrior. Yeah, I didn't restart during this round, did I? Let's just check out what's going on, like who did the most damage and who did what actually in this round. So Solid 325. That's so many more pops than Quincy. Perma spike only 14,000, but keep in mind all these 14,000 were at the end, so that's 14,000 times that would have lost. You can look at it like that. Attack at 564, even though it's like not in the ideal spot, and then this thing obviously carrying the carrier flagship. But yeah, that was this map. It was a very, I want to say a very annoying map, but also a very evil map that they created. But I had a lot of fun playing this. This is an actual advanced map after a very long time. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.